Another 49ers saga.
Woo! Let the drama begin.
It's getting pretty spicy as we speak. What's up? How's everybody doing? It's good to see you, Danielle.
Hey, CG.
How's it going? Speaking of the Niners topic, 6 of the drafted rookies have been signed, so that leaves Ricky Pearsall and Jared Kingston as the unsigned rookies. Just want to put that out there.
And we have like 11 wide receivers already.
Yeah, we got too many of them. Willie Snead was complaining about how he wasn't getting opportunities, but damn, it's too damn jam. It's hard to get everybody involved,
Well, give Snead a chance. I'm sure they're going to give Ricky a shot.
Well, you know what's even funnier? I saw a tweet respond from Diomedro Lenore, and he went at Willie Snead and says, "Why'd you sneak diss us?" That shit was kind of like straight up. He went at him. So I saw this tweet right here. There was this tweet where he actually did sneak diss us, but then Lenore says, "Why'd you sneak diss us?"
Wait, Lenore?
Yeah. Yeah, Lenore came at him and said, "Why'd you sneak diss?" He ain't playing around.
I sneak this team too, man.
Yeah, a lot of ungrateful Niners, Ray McLeod was another one, too. I'm glad he's gone.
I mean, but at the end of the day, some of them, sometimes you got to, I don't know. I'm excited for football season.
Same here. I think what's more exciting about this upcoming season is let's see how good we are at this. Let's see how good Brock would elevate. He's got more weapons. Offensive line part will remain the same unless it can get better in protection. But I think if you want to get better at your protection, you might want to start that rookie. That's pretty much your best hope.
Yeah, I'm actually ready for football. I'm ready for football.
Yeah, I'm ready for football too. But there's a lot of these press conferences that I was watching, but I don't know. The way I watched Nick Sorensen, I'm just not impressed by his press conference. It's like he kind of seems more like a yes man. Like I never seen this press conference from Steve Wilkes. Wilkes didn't seem like a yes man. You didn't see that with D'Amico Ryans. You didn't see that with Robert Saleh. They just did their job. But this is what kind of gets me this is what kind of doesn't get me too excited about Sorensen.
So they didn't sign Ricky? That's crazy.
No, they're going to sign him, but I think they're just getting to those contracts. But they did sign all the rookies except 2 players. Maybe by the following day, Ricky's getting signed. They got 6 of them signed, so that leaves 2 more to go. So that leaves your USC guy unsigned.
Of course. They hate USC because what's the name didn't pan out.
Oh, man. A lot of them haven't panned out, but look at Sam Darnold. He's already becoming a starter for the Vikings, but I don't think for long. Hey, but it's better to get a job then. I'm kind of curious what he's going to do over there.
Same thing he did over here, only come in. Well, yeah, I think the problem with Sam Darnold is he's never really had good guidance because he has an arm, a cannon, but he just throws picks at the stupidest moments, and you just be like, "Yo, sit
Yeah,
down."
his decision making can be a little off at times. Like he might look like a solid starter, but then you're kind of like saying, "Why the hell did you threw that shit away like that?" It's kind of like how you get it from UFC quarterbacks, but can Caleb Williams change that culture? We shall see. I think he might be the one to break the curse since Carson Palmer, maybe. I think the Bears got themselves a hell of a quarterback, but we'll see how that plays out. The funny part about Caleb Williams was he played for both our squads. he was an Oklahoma transfer and then went over here because of Lincoln Riley. But still, you know, if you're coached by Lincoln Riley, you're going to have a pretty good career. I mean, you look at the likes of you look at Baker Mayfield, who was coached by Lincoln Riley. You look at guys like Kyler Murray, who was coached by Lincoln Riley. You look at Jalen Hurts, who was coached by Lincoln Riley. They have great NFL careers before.
No, I'm actually excited to see what's. I'm excited to see what Brock and Ricky are going to are they going to be able to make music? Because I know Brandon Ayuk and Brock Purdy make beautiful music and poetry, but is Ricky and Brock going to be able to do the same thing?
There's some kind of connection vibe right there that might work pretty well in their favor.
I mean, he put 70 up on it, but
I mean, he can catch the ball off the middle, which is something we want to do. Ricky kind of seems to be a reliable target. If you look at the quarterbacks he played at Florida, them quarterbacks ain't that good. He had to catch every damn ball from a terrible quarterback. So maybe if he had a better quarterback, maybe his production would have been more like over 1,000 yards instead of 900 yards. So maybe this is what they like about Pierce. So he was able to adapt. So, I mean, I think with Brock Purdy, he won't have a problem with him. I think there'll be good chemistry there. I can see why they want to. I can see why they drafted him because they could be great chemistry. They know each other, so they have that connection going back in high school. Pearso he's a reliable kind of receiver, so he's got hands and he can make plays when he needs to make plays. So that's not an issue with getting this guy. Because if we're gonna draft a receiver, at least have better hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of feel like the receiver is pretty much there to like you can be replaced. We love you, Ayuk, but you can't get replaced. That's why I tell people, coaches, everybody can get replaced. I think the only person that you'll never see nothing like again on our team is CMC.
CMC is going to be hard to replace because he does everything, but we're already drafting somebody similar to him a little bit, but a little more faster, but kind of like a Raheem Mostert kind of guy. I'm kind of excited to see what Isaac Arendo is going to do. I think he's got some good upsides, but you want to know what Ricky Pearsall looks like? I'll show you what he looks like. I don't know if you're familiar with this guy, but he looks just like Ricky Pearsall.
He does.
What's his name? That swole guy, that muscle guy, that muscle specimen dude?
Like, what's the name?
I don't know how you say his name. It's Swole or something.
I really wanted Kool-Aid.
Man, I wanted Kool-Aid like crazy. Like we had him in our mock drafts too before.
I know, and then they stole him from me.
Yeah, but we didn't want to get him. I wanted Cooper. Oh, hey, Butterfly. How you going?
Hi, Butterfly.
Yeah, I wanted Cooper. I actually wanted Cooper DeJean, actually, but it's one thing to get upset about it, but I get why we still went to get a secondary guy. So Ronaldo Green looks like they're gonna have him play the slot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
who's our second tight end?
That's a good question because there's not anybody on our depth chart. But if I had a guess, it would probably have to be Braden because you don't know Ross Dwelly, no Charlie Warner, so that does leave Braden Willis as the second option because he was on our depth chart. Because last year Braden was blocking most of the year, so I think he might make a leap towards that number 2. But depending on how Latu recovers, maybe he might make a push. We'll see.
Crazy. I was thinking about that. I said, ooh, let me ask CG. He know. And then when I asked you, you was like, yo, I can't. I always.
Nah, but we did sign this tight end that we did sign this tight end undrafted that I interviewed like months ago, Mason Pline. So he's got some potential. I'm glad they signed him. He played basketball in college and got some good skills, but not a quick route runner. That's probably the only downside.
So who did we get to replace Armstead?
Malik Collins. We just got him we got him on a trade. Yeah, because the Texans gave us Malik Collins for a 7th-round draft pick. And,
we did get old boy from Texas.
Yeah, he was actually pretty good on the Cowboys too, to be honest. Like when he first came into the league, he was really good for the Dallas Cowboys, and then he just went from different teams after that. But then we got Jordan Elliott, which he's another D tackle, and then we just Yoter Gross Matos. I think he kind of plays inside and outside because he's got versatility. Then we got Leonard Floyd to play the outside, but I'm surprised we didn't get an edge rusher.
What's his name? Mustafa?
Oh, Malik Mustafa, yeah.
Malik Mustafa. He's the one that's versatile, right?
Oh, he can play. I think he can play all the safety spots. I think he plays a certain role in college. They call it the Panther row or something called the Panther. Because at Wake Forest, he played everywhere. This guy's built like a linebacker. So, I think he's more of a strong or free. I think he plays stronger free safety both sides. But I think he's got versatility to play nickel or play anywhere they ask him to do. Like maybe some package plays where he can blitz as a linebacker or something.
So Malik would be there because, our stupid asses didn't draft for the right side of the O-line, but we got a wide receiver. So Malik would be there to kind of pick up that slack on the right side, which
I think he
needs the help badly.
I think he fills that role for Hufanga because Hufanga might not be able to play much. But I think his role is exactly similar to what you get with Jair Brown and Hufanga. He can play both sides. He's in the box. He's kind of more in the box safety. You can probably have him be like a blitz package play because he did it in college. But, I don't know if you heard about this, but a legend of the 49ers, Jimmy Johnson, not the one on Fox, but, the legendary cornerback. Yeah, legendary cornerback. He had 47 career interceptions for the Niners, which was the most in team – actually second most in team history because Ronnie Lott got 51 with the Niners. Like, you look at what Jimmy Johnson did throughout his career, he was the 1961 first-round draft pick from UCLA. He actually played his high school football that's probably like 20 or 30 minutes from where I'm from. It's somewhere down Kingsburg. He played high school football down there. So Kingsburg is like a little town down the Central Valley. I never knew that until I saw his name popped up over there. I had to look up a lot of different schools over there. So he played high school over there, and then he went to UCLA. Not a lot of kids that come from Kingsburg go to the NFL. I mean, only just him, but Tyler Bray was probably the closest, but he never got to play a single down of football. Yeah, rest in paradise. Everybody kind of thought it was the Cowboys' Jimmy Johnson for a minute. I saw the tweet on Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson for the Cowboys, they showed a tweet, and then he just said, rest in peace, the Niners cornerback. And then he just said, Cowboys and Fox legend Jimmy Johnson is still alive and kicking or something like that. Oh, what's up, Coach Dante? Long time no see, buddy. It's been a while. Yeah, I like Coach Dante. He's a good dude. I'm pretty sure he's excited about his Texans, man. They got some good pieces. I know he was probably excited about the Stephon Diggs trade. I think that's going to take I think that's going to take their offense to the next level. Yeah, Coach is about the same age. Yeah, but if you look at the tweet by Jimmy Johnson, he said that Jimmy Johnson from Cowboys and Fox Sports is still alive and kicking.
He just wanted to clarify and make sure everybody knew it wasn't him.
No, because he tweeted about it, which I get why. People thought he was dead, but because the name's similar. So, yeah. But he did pay his respect to Jimmy Johnson. So he said, rest in peace to the DB. And then he just said Jimmy Johnson from Cowboys and Fox Sports is still alive and kicking. He forgot to add the Dolphins to that list, too.
Did you so with your prediction, because you're a normal Niners fan and you don't believe in propaganda, with Nick Searson and Staley, whoopity doo, how do you see our defense?
How do I see our defense?
We got Searson and Staley, man. Like, ooh, Jesus.
I gotta look at it this way. Like, I think it's gonna be a little bit better than what we had the previous years. I mean, because with Steve Wilkes, it just took a step down, but it can't go no worse than what we are. Like, we got the talent and everything. The one advantage that I'll give Sorensen is he does know the team he knows the entire players pretty well. He's got an understanding and he knows the system. That's the only advantage I'll give Sorensen. But maybe having the help with Staley kind of gives the defense more of a boost. So maybe there's something there. So
my thing is, we better start off 5-0.
Like the Steve Wilkes time, and we better, but
we better because
I'm not really kind of convinced with Steve Sorensen. I mean, like Nick Sorensen right away. I don't know, but I think it shouldn't.
Apparently, he came from within, so they felt like, even though I felt it was a complete waste of time. If you knew you was gonna hire him, you should have hired him right after the Super Bowl.
At least, yeah.
They said Staley wasn't that good with the Chargers. So maybe, but Kyle feels like he can fit his scheme and his system. So we'll see.
Well, Staley as a DC or a play caller, he's not that bad. But as a head coach, terrible. I can see why.
Well, my guy Napoleon, he's a Charger fan, and he was like cracking up at me like. We had him on defense, and it was horrible. And I was like,
but I was talking to some Rams fans, and they told me one thing about what they like about Staley was the defense was a top. They were like ranked number 1 under that defense with the Rams. They say they say that Staley's probably a better coaching assistant than he is a head coach, and some of the Rams were kind of surprised they didn't get him. So they were saying, "Oh, I was hoping we were going to get him back as our DC or something." And then they come to find out we got him, and they're like saying, "Ooh, I think he might be okay with you guys." So if a Rams fan's telling me something different, then maybe there's something to be optimistic about. But
I wouldn't listen to nothing the Rams fan got to say.
No, they say he was good under their watch.
All I know is this is CG. This is it, CG. This is it, CG.
This is it, and Kyle better get it right,
if
man.
If this piece of shit don't do it,
the
stake. I'm gonna burn him at the stake like they used to do the witches in Salem. Like
Outback Steakhouse. I think we already said it so many times about Kyle. It's really on Jed York to get rid of him if he doesn't deliver. You know what I mean?
If he don't do it this time, then he needs to be in the hot seat.
Well, that seat can't get any hotter because Jed York kind of takes the hot seat. I don't know why. He kind of seems like it.
Because he's the owner.
Yeah. You can't dismiss owners.
I mean, can he just go talk to his grandfather and be like, how did you do it when you owned the Niners?
Oh, you mean Eddie?
Yes, like ask Eddie, what did he do? Like, because Eddie was stern, and he was like,
"Can we name the coaches we had before Kyle in our records for fun?" I'm not saying firing him would be the option, but dude, we got to deliver and win the big one at least. When are we going to get the big one? If you want to say Jim Tom Sula didn't seem like a qualifier.
That's why Niners fans are traumatized because of Tom Sula.
Oh yeah.
Like I said,
Chip
Kenny,
Kelly.
he been here 8 years, bro. 8 years, and all he has is appearance. And what Kyle can teach me to do is choke. He can
But
choke very well. He is a great regular season coach. But when it comes to the big moments, I get it. We ain't gonna never fire him. But at the end of the day, if you're comfortable with being a loser, then be a fucking loser, bro. But at
two
the end of the day, he needs to be held accountable. You can't keep
two playoff
firing other
wins.
people.
2 playoff wins is pretty much what he gives us every year. So yeah,
That's
we
it.
win. That's all. 2 playoff wins, and then we choke. But has the trend changed? No, it's the same shit.
The
But
same shit. He's great in regular season.
hey,
He
we
could give
come.
you the best. But when it comes to the big moments, he chokes all
Yeah,
the time. All the time, man.
yeah, that's true. Kenny's got some points about it, but we've dealt with coaches before Jim Harbaugh. I mean, Kenny, if we want to go back with terrible coaches, remember Dennis Erickson? That guy was terrible. I mean, he was so bad. Mike Nolan, we thought this guy was going to be a good coach, and then didn't do
Who
shit for
thought
us.
Mike Nolan was gonna be a good
Mike
coach?
Singletary? Mike Singletary had one
Mike
of the best
Singletary
damn press
had one bad
conferences.
season because everybody was leaving and retiring, and they gave that man the boot. They didn't even give him a shot. That
Yeah,
makes no sense.
Mike Singletary was our interim head coach, and I went to that
Can we
game
go? Can
against.
we switch? Can we go get Harbaugh back? Let's go
Well,
get
the
Harbaugh.
Chargers, yeah, I like Tomlin. He's been losing in playoffs for my. I mean, Tomlin's been a good coach for many years. That's why Steelers keep him, because it's stability. I don't think they're going to find another good coach like him, so I can see why the Steelers are stuck with him. Yeah, what's good, Coach Dante? Wait, I didn't even give him a ranch. I'm going to give him a ranch if he comes around. Matter of fact, I got to get Coach Dante a ranch. If I don't see him around often, I thought I gave him a ranch a while back or something. Hold on a second. I think I might have had to give Coach Dante a ranch because he's always been a good supporter. I know he's kind of been a busy content creator. Yeah, I switched with Steelers ranch, and then that makes me hungry. Or can he get a coach and then put him as an offense? Now, I think Kenny's just giving us some different understanding. Like, hey, it could be a lot worse than what we had previous years,
But we're not winning.
Yep,
You
that's true.
can't count a Super Bowl loss twice a fucking win, bro.
Yeah,
That's not a win, and I understand that. I come from a franchise that won games and
we're
playoffs.
spoils. Yeah, we're
Yes,
spoils.
so it's like at the end of the day, you're saying being second place is being a loser in second place. So the goal for the Niners is not to win a Super Bowl. The goal is to at least say, at least we showed up and made it.
That's what I hate about it. That's the kind of attitude I really do hate. I don't care about making it. I want to win the Super Bowl for once. I'm not saying let's fire Kyle, but let's get him accountable at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or
He
get
just doesn't. He doesn't seem
we
accountable.
can't put him as an offensive coordinator because he don't trust nobody. That's what I'm saying. Get a head coach. I will take Pete Carroll because Pete Carroll got a ring. Please go get me the Patriots old head coach. I will take him. And then put Kyle at his best, which is offense.
Yeah, I just don't think. I just don't think you get it like how some of the other fans get it. Like it's frustrating. Hey, Kyle can get us to big places, of course, but one thing he's yet to deliver is the big one. So it's okay to criticize Kyle because you know what? Hey, we can get places with Kyle, but this man can't even lead us to the championship. Hey, you can win us the conference championship. That's cool. But you can't win us the Super Bowl, man. That's the one thing. Kyle can get you the conference. Kyle can get you places, but he can't get you that big Lombardi trophy.
Hey, SG wants the link.
I don't know. He wants to jump in. I gotta fix this thing. Gotta fix my phone.
I'm with Kenny. I would love Mike Tomlin on my motherfucking team. It's my
I mean,
head coach.
Mike Tomlin can turn around a program, but look what he's doing in Pittsburgh. Maybe it's just not the team that's talented no more.
Doesn't have one losing season.
That's one thing about Mike Tomlin.
I would not mind Mike Tomlin.
One thing with the Steelers organization that you have to give credit for is they've kept their coaches the longest, and they don't change coaches like that. I mean, you don't see that with Pittsburgh, right? Like, how many coaches have that team has had over the years? They've had like
three. Pittsburgh Steelers, he's three.
Three coaches in the last 60 or 50 years, right? Three coaches. That speaks volume right there. So they went from Chuck Noll to Bill Cowher and to Mike Tomlin. That's all about longevity. That's stability right there. You don't get any better with coaches like Tomlin or other guys. I mean, if they were really...
But my old head coach never had a losing season either. Harbaugh
was a winner. He just couldn't get the job done.
He just couldn't get it over the hump. Like, well, he could have, but, he called Mr. What's-the-name the P word. But no.
Oh, man, that was kind of funny. I mean, we can speak on that, Let me try to fix this thing because I'm trying to fix all this stuff here. I mean, we can go by what the coaches are, but Kyle can get you places, but you can't rely on him unless he can get you somebody better. His type of strategy, he thinks it works good. What's going on with my phone?
I want to see what
Yeah, my phone's kind of...
Will Purdy evolve, or have we pretty much seen everything we're going to see out of him?
I think what we've seen out of Purdy is there's a lot more to look forward to. I mean, I think he's kind of put up some... I think he's kind of increased his arm strength a little bit better. So maybe that's something we can look forward to. That was only the downside of Brock Purdy was the arm strength. For whatever reason, I guess my phone ain't going to let me send the link right now. So I guess I can't send a link right now. Something just acting kind of weird. Because I sent it to you, which was not an issue. But now my phone's kind of like not letting me send the link. Or giving me the I don't know, something weird about it.
Y'all done pissed Korea off.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. I don't think I have one that can get you in. But if you guys want to jump in, you guys can jump in. We can do a little chit-chat and then try to get it up for an hour. But I think me and Danielle
can put it in the chat.
Yeah, I think Danielle can go in with those guys. We can chit chat for a little bit. Yeah. All right, here you guys go. I'm just trying to get everything. I'm just having a hard time with this shit. It's kind of acting kind of weird.
Hey, that Boost Mobile Wi-Fi.
No, I have like what is it? AT&T, which it's been working good with me for a while. AT&T has been good service, but I guess it really depends on the service you get. Let me see if anybody jumps in. I don't think I see anybody there yet. Stop. Come in and spit your thoughts. Stop. What does Coach Dante say? Stop sleeping on my boy Kyle Shanahan. Oh, he's a Kyle Shanahan supporter, of course. I think he's right about it. Like, but the problem, Coach, is he can't win you the big one. That's one thing about Kyle Shanahan. He cannot win you the big one. I can't go live during the day because I'm on camera, but gonna have to try to win sometime.
Tell Coach D if that's your boy, you can bring him back to Houston.
Coach D or Coach Dante, can you give us DeMeco Ryans? Maybe we'll take that out of the deal. We'll take DeMeco. You can have Kyle. We'll take DeMeco. At least DeMeco knows what it takes. Hey, but I'll be honest. I think Texans are turning around that culture quickly than what people are giving credit. Like, the previous year, Texans only won 2 games. When DeMeco came, Texas became a playoff team instantly.
And CJ Stroud has been putting up numbers, man.
Yeah, but you saw how the quick turnaround with the Texans were, right? They were like they had like 2-14 that year, and then when DeMeco came in, they didn't play around. So, yeah, what's up, Shardo?
Hey, what's up, CJ? How you doing?
Doing well, man. What's going on?
How's your day going?
Doing good, man. Doing good. I'm sorry that John Jay don't want to be your friend, bro. I'm sorry. He just doesn't like you.
Hey, what are your thoughts on the Niners season next year? Do you think how do you think Pearsall's gonna do?
He'll be okay. He'll be more like a number 4 receiver. I don't know if they're gonna have him at number 3. I would try to trade Juwan Jennings because if that's how they're going to use Pearsall, maybe that would be the case. But I do like Jennings, but I can see them trying to get him to be number 3 receiver later.
I have a question for Dubs Nation. So what are your thoughts on Ricky Pearsall? How much success do you think he's going to have on the Niners next? How much success do you think Ricky Pearsall is going to have?
Oh, I think he'll be pretty good. You know, it's good chemistry with Purdy already, like you said. So I think he'll be pretty good. I just want to see he fits into the system.
I mean, were you pretty surprised when that you heard them select Ricky Pearsall in the draft, or was it kind of like you were expecting that they would take him at number 31 at the 30 with the 31st pick in the first round of the draft?
I was shocked, but then you
We were all
can't be
surprised.
shocked. Because,
I mean, we're expecting that they would.
I figured they would go number 2, round 2.
I mean, were you expecting that they would take Ricky Pearsall in the draft?
I think we were surprised.
I figured they would get a wide receiver. I was hoping a receiver, but I thought it would be in the second round. To be,
I was thinking Cooper DeJean could have been the pick. Yeah, I was pissed we didn't even get Cooper DeJean, man. I wanted that guy. Kool-Aid McKinstry was another guy I wanted also because you wanted Kool-Aid. We didn't get neither of those guys. But I
wanted Kool-Aid, man. I tell you, man.
Yeah, Kool-Aid.
I was actually hoping we would. I was hoping we would fix our right side of the O line, but when we draft a wide receiver, which was stupid because some of the greatest positions for the right side was in that round, and it's just like
the problem with that spot was there wasn't any good options at that round because they took a lot of the offensive linemen. A lot of the linemen were gone. I think they took about 7 offensive linemen before we got on the clock.
I think we should have never got a wide receiver, honestly.
I think we should have got Rosengarten. I think Rosengarten would have been a smart choice, but we didn't go that route. We were that close to getting them in the second round.
We already had 11. Like, use the 11 that you have. Like,
yeah. Maybe a trade incoming. I think there is a possibility because Jennings hasn't even signed his restricted tender.
I think that we finna let some people go, man.
I think by next year you're gonna see Debo gone. I hate to say it. I think Debo's gone.
I think Debo and Ayuk finna bounce next season.
Nah, I think they're already working contracts with Ayuk right now. They're trying to get him a long-term contract.
They better pay that man a bag. They better pay that man whatever he asks for.
There's been a projection that there's been a projection that he would get 4 years to $110 million. So that would be like $27.5 million if that's what he's asking for.
Hey, give it to him.
Hey, CG, you know, I'm a big fan of Brandon Ayuk. And when people are saying that he's going to leave the Niners, I'm saying, like, that guy's going nowhere, man. Like, stop with all that stuff. That guy's going nowhere.
Stop with all the rumors, right? Stop with all the rumors,
Ayuk, man. Like, everybody's saying he's going to leave the Niners. Like, stop with all that BS. Like, he ain't going to leave the Niners at all, man. He's going to stay in the Niners for the whole season, man. He ain't going to go anywhere, man. So whoever's saying all that nonsense is going to leave.
Didn't that look familiar with Brandon Ayuk?
That's just a bunch.
It sounds like the Debo Samuel shit again. You know,
that's
everybody
nonsense,
yeah, that's all it was.
Like, when I heard about that,
Debo Samuel,
people saying that Ayuk's going to leave the Niners. That was just like, stop that. Stop all that BS. Like, just stop that. Stop it. Like,
shut up. Yeah, you're right. Stop with the BS.
Stop saying that
Ayuk's
going to leave the Niners, man. Hey, Doug, what were your thoughts on all the BS people were saying that Ayuk's going to leave the Niners?
Oh, your buddy Grant Cohn put it out there. Your buddy Grant put all that trade shit over there.
I get it. I seen.
Hey, Dub Nation, what were your thoughts on all the BS people are saying that Ayuk's going to leave the Niners? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was letting him finish, but I just seen him doing a Brandon, a Debo Samuels, like pulling a Debo move. Like, that's all it was.
It seemed like a Debo move.
What I want y'all to understand though, that I love BA too. Don't get me wrong, that's my guy. But please don't forget, this is a business. This is a business. Even though I believe he's staying and he's going to be a Niner forever until he decides to retire or leave, but he pulled the same crap Debo pulled, and he got. Now, if we was to get rid of somebody, Bye, Debo. Because
I think Debo. I think okay. This is what I've heard about. I heard the Niners try to get rid of Debo during the draft day. Even on day 2, they were trying to get a draft pick, and no team wanted to do that. So I think by next year you're going to see Debo good as gone. I hate to say it, but I think this is why
they
we
tried to
drafted
trade Debo and Brandon.
Brandon
They put
was
it out. They were looking for it, but John Lynch said the trade offers that they were not requesting. That's why he closed that deal. He put
they
both
wanted
of them
more.
up on the chopping block. Yeah, and
They
he was
wanted
like,
a
"Nah,
first
we
round
good.
pick.
We'll keep them. You
They
ain't
were
gonna get no
willing to
first
go a
round pick
second
for
round.
Debo."
Hey,
They were willing
Dub
to go a
Nation.
second.
When you look at Debo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, those are one of the 2 most deadliest duos on the Niners, and I would hate to see both of those guys leave. Those 2 guys are not leaving. So whoever's saying Debo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk are gonna leave, stop all that. Just stop all that right now. Just stop
Okay.
I
it.
mean,
Just
but
stop it. Please stop
if you
that.
look
Like,
at
I'm
it,
getting really mad right now.
I get it, love. Calm down, love. I get it.
Hey, but
No,
there's
I
no
get it.
trades
But
with
at the
Debo.
end of the day, you also
Debo's
have
done with you.
there's no trades, but you have to look at it though. At the end of the day, Debo is an
It's
assassin during regular
Hey,
season, but he
Dub Nation,
always hurt.
I'm sorry if I'm getting a little like if I'm getting a little too
Oh no,
too mad right now.
that's okay.
I
Okay.
love Ayuk
understand,
and
baby.
Samuel, man. My dad got me a Debo Samuel jersey for Christmas,
I'm
and I
trying to
still
trade
have
your
it,
head coach.
and I still have that jersey right now.
They've been saying
And
you
he,
just,
Hey, are you?
it's a difference, baby.
So are
I,
you upset at the?
It's a difference
So
between Twitter Niner fans
I still
and
have
actual Niner fans.
I still have that Debo Samuel jersey right now in my room right now. It's
Hey,
still
but are
hanging in
you
my room right
upset?
now.
Are you upset that Debo switched his number to number 1, bro? Because you
No,
got number 19.
That's crazy.
I mean, I like number 19, but I think he changed it to number 1 because maybe his family, it was something with in his family lineage that he
College.
changed it to number 1.
He worded in college, which I don't
Because
understand.
he probably had a baby. That's why he had his first baby child, so that's why he changed his number to 1.
He got South Carolina.
And he's now Debo Samuel. He's Debo Samuel Senior now because he changed
but
his
he
number
wore
to
number
1.
1 in college. He wore number 1 in college at South Carolina. That's why.
But for me, number 19 means more because my dad got me their jersey when it was 19, so I still remember it's that.
But I'm not a big fan of jersey changing. I just don't like the changing of the numbers. Like Debo was making money out of 19.
Hey, Dub Nation, do you think that Debo Samuel should have stuck with number 19 and not change to number 1?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand why you got to go back to something like I'm not a big fan of these other numbers. Just stick with what's a good marketing. 19 was a good marketing for Debo.
Just like for me, I don't agree with jersey changes. So I agree with you, CG.
Yeah, Debo was making his money's worth on number 19. Now he's going at number 1 for what?
Like, I don't agree with that.
This ain't college. This ain't high school.
You just stick with your number. Like whatever number you wear, if you wore number 19, don't go to number 1. Just stick with number 19.
Number 1 is more like quarterbacks and
19.
kickers. They're more like kickers or quarterbacks.
I bet the Niners made a lot of money with number 19.
They did because that's his brand, but now he goes to number 1. Is he really going to sell more? Maybe.
Heck yeah.
Do you really think he made a mistake by going to number 1, even though number 19 was selling?
I think he made a mistake of going to number 1. I think Debo Samuel made a big mistake going to number 1. He should have stuck with number 19 like he used to.
He probably got tired of the 19 problem slogan and just maybe number 1 is the quest for 1 Super Bowl. Maybe that's why quest for one Super Bowl. That's probably
So what do you guys think of the rookies' numbers? Like, okay, so you look at Ricky Pearsall, he wears number 14. That's a Stephon Diggs number. You know who has an interesting
Stephon Diggs number?
Yeah. You want to know an interesting number also that kind of got my attention? Malik Mustafa has number 43. I don't know if that's a permanent number, but I think he would look good at number 43, actually. He would give you a throwback of an old school safety, kind of like a Palomalu or George Atkinson, one of those two. What's up, David Corona? Want me to send you the link, buddy? I think he wants to jump in too.
Dub Nation. When during the 49ers season, who would be a great target for Brock Purdy?
Who would be a good one?
Uh,
Like,
of course,
Ayuk.
I think Ayuk would be the dream because he's been doing it. But it's good to have Ricky also because both of them have chemistry with this man. So they both can be a deadly weapon and somebody else to toss to and give IU, that much needed relief.
I
Oh,
think you have to.
David's coming up in here. Oh Lord.
Nah, David's at the movies, he said. But to answer your question, dude, I do think it comes down to Ayuk because Ayuk can build chemistry with any quarterback. He did it with all quarterbacks. I think the only quarterback he didn't really like was Jimmy Garoppolo because he didn't get him the ball good. So I can see the chemistry difference. Like Ayuk and Brock have something special. What you saw with Debo and Jimmy Garoppolo, that was a good chemistry what they had. But that doesn't compare to the rest. So I guess David's going to the movies, so I guess he ain't going after all. But yeah, we'll go next time.
Yeah, I think the one thing a lot of people need to understand what the Niners are, they're just like the Warriors. They're exactly like they're based on chemistry. And if
But
you
I
don't
think
have chemistry, it don't work.
the only difference is the Warriors have maintained winning championship. That's the only difference.
Look, yeah.
I mean, you guys got chemistry. You guys built a culture. You guys
But
you guys knew when
Kerr
to move
and
on.
Kyle are the same, baby. They don't play with Kyle. Kerr don't like rookies either. He hates rookies.
But it didn't take you guys so long to realize to move on from Mark Jackson, right? So it didn't take
Took
you
us
guys.
44 years before we won our first championship again. So,
I mean, if you look at
Domination. When you
Yeah.
look at the Brandon Ayuk and Brock Purdy connection, it kind of reminds you of Clay and Steph. Like Clay and Steph always rely on each other. Like Steph relies on Clay, Clay relies
the
on Steph,
Splash Brothers.
and they're like, and they're in sync with each other, right? So
No,
that's what I like about sports, man. Like, because
I
you got
wouldn't.
people and they're in sync with each other. Like
there's
they work well.
chemistry. There's
And that's
chemistry
what I like
between
about
you.
sports, man, because that's what you like about sports. You got to have chemistry in sports, right? That's what makes it fun. If you don't
Yeah.
got chemistry
I
in
wouldn't
sports,
say the
then it's
Splash
not fun,
Brothers.
right? That's just the mentality, right?
Nah,
Yeah, I
there's
wouldn't say the Splash. I would say more of like Steph and Draymond. That's
Draymond's more
more
like the
whatever.
Drake Greenlaw. He's more like the Drake Greenlaw.
But I thought Steph and Clay are the Splash Brothers, right? Don't they
They're the Splash
rely on each
Brothers,
other?
but yes, but also Steph and Dre, they're more in sync than Steph and Clay, believe it or not. They're more in sync. The Splash Brothers, yeah, but Steph and Dre, Steph can't move, make pass, can't space anything without Draymond Green. So
That's
I
true.
think it was
I mean, before Draymond Green was a great player, but now all the on-court antics that he's doing, Steph doesn't want to deal with that. Like he doesn't want to deal with all that stuff. Like it's just too much pressure. He doesn't want to take that. What Draymond Green is doing on the court, shoving players, all these things, he's getting out of control, and I don't think Steph wants to deal with that.
okay. If
He
he
wants
didn't want to
somebody
deal
who's
with
more
it,
like
if he
he's
didn't want
calmer,
to
right?
deal with
Because
it, if he didn't
but
want to deal
Draymond,
with it, wouldn't have
but have you
Draymond been
seen?
gone a long time ago?
But have you seen all the things that Draymond Green is doing on the court? He shoved Nurkic when they play the Suns. He stomped in Sabonis' chest and all these horrible things. He's
Draymond's an
turning into a
enforcer. He's
He's
an
turning into a
enforcer to you
monster, right?
guys. No,
I'm
but
saying
he's one of
Draymond
your
Green's
guys. He's a guy you build your team around. Like
no,
he
but
might
he's
be the
looking.
dirtiest player, but you gotta have somebody that's like your tone setter.
But like on the
He's
Warriors, I don't
like
like.
Dennis Rodman.
He's
Yeah.
dirty. Like
I
why
mean,
would
you're
you
gonna
want?
have some. Okay, for great teams to be successful, you're gonna have some of those dudes. So like, look at Draymond Green. Draymond Green is one of your perfect examples of Dennis Rodman, right? The closest to a Dennis Rodman. But look at what the Niners got. They got Drake Greenlaw. Greenlaw can be a little dirty. Greenlaw don't give a shit.
Hey, Dub Nation. So what I'm trying to say about Draymond Green is that if he keeps continuing all these encore antics and he keeps acting like this, I don't think I want him next year. I think I'd rather have him traded,
Hey,
go to another
SG.
team, rather be an
SG.
unrestricted free agent.
ASG.
Hey, SG. Let me ask you a question. How long do you realize? Like, I get it. The Warrior fan base, you guys baffle my mind. I get it. Y'all don't like Draymond. But if you have been a Warriors fan like me since a Donald Foyle, Corey Maggette, Mullins and all them. Like, yes, Draymond is exactly like Dennis Rodman. He is exactly like Ben Wallace. He is a rough house. He's a yes, but Steph Curry understands that, and Draymond understands that. He has gotten suspended, and since he was back, has he put his hands on anybody? Nope. He was balling, scoring 20 something points a game. Yes, he is a hothead. But understand this: your defense does not move without Draymond Green.
Draymond is somebody you can deal with, because if you're winning, you're gonna deal with that shit. But if it's just a losing culture and he's the reason why you guys are losing, then that would be a different story. But it's not. Like, as much as I don't like the Warriors, you have to look at their success. Like, Draymond Green wasn't the reason why they lost. Draymond Green was like different reasons why you guys either won or actually did something. Draymond Green has to be that guy that has to be hated. You got to have one of those dudes.
Dub Nation, what are your thoughts on Anthony Edwards being compared to Michael Jordan? They're comparing Anthony Edwards to Michael Jordan.
It was a play. No, it was one play that he did.
Why are people comparing Anthony Edwards to Michael Jordan?
Because it was a layup play that he did.
It was a similar
play, and they compared it.
I think
to
it's
Michael
BS
Jordan.
because they don't look the same at all, right? They don't look identical at all.
Edwards has a long ways to prove himself. So,
but people are saying Anthony Edwards and Michael Jordan look alike. They're identical.
I would do it with Jimmy Butler before I do it with Anthony Edwards. Jimmy Butler, yeah.
Because those are rumors, right? People are making rumors that they both look alike. But I don't believe
them rumors come from your boy Grant, bro. You got to watch for the rumors, brother.
I don't like rumors.
Oh, that's what Grant loves. Your boy Grant loves rumors, bro. Grant, he gotta stop. He's in love with rumors.
Grant Cohn got to stop with all the rumors, right?
Yeah,
that's why Grant Cohn can be a little questionable when he makes all the rumors.
That's what I don't understand. Like, I could take his stuff seriously, but sometimes he kind of throws it out there too much.
He crosses the line. Grant Cohn crosses the line sometimes with all the rumors.
You don't go back on the show no more? What happened?
I mean, I go on the show.
Y'all gonna leave Grant Cohn alone. I like him.
I like his clickbait sometimes. Don't get me wrong.
I like Grant Cohn, man.
I mean, he's good at, there's one thing I'll give him credit for. He does great at clickbaiting. People watch his stuff, and he kind of gives you a good way to buy it.
There you go, CG. There you go.
He's the Donald Trump of freaking Niners content creator. I'll say it. Which you guys don't like. You love to hate him.
He really is. You can't.
Nah, that's a compliment actually to put him in that conversation, because he kind of does put it out there more. Larry Krueger is like a god. Sometimes I'm just playing. I ain't gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there with Larry Krueger, but I know I do like Larry Krueger, but I'm not gonna go there.
You're better than Larry Krueger. Thank you.
No, I want to go to the Pig and the Pickle show, man. I want to go get me a pig and a pickle. Hey, Chardell, did you ever try the Pig and a Pickle from your buddy Larry Krueger or no?
I heard about it, but I haven't actually tried it.
Ah, man, I heard it's pretty good, man. You gotta try them briskets, man. Somewhere down Corte Madera and Emeryville or some shit where it's at.
Hey, Dub Nation, how many games do you think the Nuggets and the Nuggets series is gonna go to?
You said what?
The Nuggets in the playoffs, the Nuggets and Timberwolves series. How many games do you think it's gonna go to? Probably like 6 or 7, probably.
I say 5 because Nuggets are gonna win this.
I think Denver Nuggets is gonna lose. I say 5.
You think Timberwolves are gonna win?
Yeah. I think that the Knicks and Boston are gonna be out.
Yeah, because all the Timberwolves fans are putting all their love on Anthony Edwards. I mean, they love Anthony Edwards for some reason, man. It's their boy.
That's their Michael Jordan, according to what you said, but that's BS.
That's like. So yeah, people are putting all their love on him, man. For some reason, they love.
Anthony Edwards, that's our hero. He's our Kobe. He's our Michael Jordan. He did this. Minnesota's kind of a little bit out of touch a little bit.
You know, people are saying about Anthony Edwards. They're saying he got 50% of Kobe in him and 50% of Jordan. He got half of Kobe and half of Jordan. He plays like Kobe. He kind of plays like Jordan.
Ooh, I'm kind of intrigued by this. I've heard this was what we're gonna do this year. We might even do a 3 or 4 receiver sets. So maybe we might not need another tight end to complement Kittle. We might just need Kittle over there, and then just go with 4 wide receivers. So maybe this is the plan to make this offense more open or something.
A Dubs Nation, if you were to go to the 49ers training camp, what are some players' autographs you really want to get?
There's only 3 autographs I want on a Niners fan: Brandon Ayuk, Hufanga, and Drake. That's it.
Oh, okay. So if I had to choose my autograph option for 3 players, I gotta say Dre Greenlaw. I'm a big fan of his. Let's see. I do like Fred Warner, so I gotta say the 54 is always. I always got a special place for number 54, so that's another option. So I guess 2 of my linebackers, and then man, it's gonna be a tough one if I had to choose one. I'll probably have to go with man. So I already got 2 defensive players already. So on offense,
for the 3 players that I want autographs from, I want number 1, I want Brock Purdy. Number 2, Fred Warner.
George Kittle.
Dre Greenlaw.
I want George Kittle. He's a personality guy. I like George Kittle.
I'll change it. I'll say Dre Greenlaw, George Kittle, Brock Purdy.
I say Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw, and George Kittle, because at least with Fred Warner, I'm having a guy that likes to have fun. Dre Greenlaw seems like a serious, cool guy. But Kittle, he's somebody I want to go to a wrestling event with. That would be the kind of guy I want to kick it with. But if I wanted to go back with a quiet, chill back guy, just go to Nick Bosa. He seems like the kind of quiet guy. But if I had to choose a way to do something funny, if I had to go after certain players I didn't like, but I don't have to attack them, but I can just embarrass them or something, I would go right in front of Jake Brendel and try to fucking embarrass him and to make a fucking social media fucking embarrassment on this guy, and then it would be fucking funny. Or just go to Kyle Shanahan and ask him why he didn't fucking like run the ball in the Super Bowl as much.
Hey, Dub Nation, if Brock Purdy were to play any other sport than football, what would he play? Like, what would you love to see him play if he stopped playing
cricket?
Football?
Cricket,
yeah, that's a different sport, yeah. I think for Fred Warner, if he didn't have to play any other sports, I think he would be a good professional wrestler.
Nah, I could see Fred because he black and he got dreads. Basketball,
and he would fit well with those certain stables too. Like he can go to AEW and become part of a stable there.
I think he would play better basketball.
Dubs Nation, when I look at Fred Warner, he kind of reminds me of Kofi Kingston from the WWE.
Oh!
Because Kofi Kingston got dreads. He got dreads too, right? Like, have you seen a picture on Google? He got dreads. He looks really dope with the dreads.
He got the Kofi Kingston, Jamaica. He's from Jamaica, right? No, I'm just playing. Yeah. He's from Ghana, Africa, I believe. Nah, but George Kittle would be a good wrestler, just like Pat McAfee does on the commentary. I mean, Brock Purdy doesn't seem like a wrestling guy. He seems more like a guy that could play in the Major League Baseball or something. Because he did say he didn't know how to. He did say he can play baseball too, so that would be his other sport. But I think this year maybe we might be able to open our receiver set this year. So we're probably going to get. I think our number 4 receiver is going to be very viable this year because they're going to get some more snaps than the previous years. Maybe we're going to see more of that.
Hey CG, who are your top 5 wrestlers in the WWE?
Top 5 currently or past?
Currently.
Okay, I'll give you 5 of them. It's not going to change my mind with number 1 because it's Randy Orton. Randy Orton's number 1 in my opinion. The best in the business. I think he's going to first ballot Hall of Famer. He still wrestles. I would put him at number 1. Number 2, as much as you have to admit this, Roman Reigns is he's consistently good, but I've always liked him for many years. But his title run got boring, so I have to put him at number 2. I I guess for a diva, if I had to choose for a diva wrestler, it's a really tough one to pick because I'm not really too big on some of them. But I do like what I've seen from Rhea Ripley. She's been kind of really good. Rhea Ripley's like one of my favorite divas. She's good. I like her work with the Judgment Day, so that's why I have her I would put her at number 3. So for number 4, if I had to choose another wrestler that I really like, Jey Uso. Even though without the bloodline, I like Jey Uso's run so far. I think he has a good run to be a singles competitor. And then on SmackDown, who I really like, I do like Cody Rhodes, but I'm more of an AJ Styles guy. I love AJ Styles since his teenage days. So that would be my top 5. I do like Cody Rhodes, don't get me wrong, but it's just a damn top list that I have too much on my list, you know?
So here go my 5, baby.
What's your 5?
The Viper. Because he gave you 3 Hall of Fame careers. He gave you the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, and the Viper.
The Viper. Like, there's just...
Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. His WrestleMania against Undertaker when he was in all white will forever be legendary.
So if we're going all time, I do like certain wrestlers, but I don't know. My first wrestler that I felt like my first passion for wrestling that I got into wrestling was you guys might be more surprised because when I grew up as a kid, I've always liked this guy's style, his persona, his look. He had the coolest voice, but he always had that voice outside the ring. He would always be like, "Oh yeah, dig it, the Macho Man." Macho Man was
Savage.
That was my first favorite wrestler I grew up watching. So I would say Macho Man was number 1 in my book. Even though I do like The Rock and Stone Cold, but Randy Orton definitely is in my top 5 if I'm going all time. He would be my top 5. Undertaker would be up there. So I would put Undertaker in the top 3 in my opinion. So I would say Macho Man probably would be number 3 because there's nobody better than the Undertaker. I would put Undertaker at number 1.
CG, my top 5 wrestlers are number 5 Randy Orton, number 4 Kevin Owens, number 3 Undertaker, 2 John Cena, 1 Cody Rhodes.
Not bad of a list, you know, not too bad. But if we're going all-time list, I gotta say Undertaker because he was the top of his game. Randy Orton's definitely a discussion to be at number 2 for me. Ric Flair, you can't deny his greatness. Number 4, Macho Man Randy Savage. He was definitely somebody who could deliver, and people were behind him. And then number 5, in my opinion, some of you guys may not like this one, but I got to say it got over. Stone Cold Steve Austin, that got over. People fell for that.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with The Rock also, but The Rock
the people's champ.
You can't go wrong with The Rock, but I got to say Stone Cold got over. Stone Cold was the most getting over in the Attitude Era. Like, let's all agree. During the Attitude Era, Stone Cold was the reason why the Attitude Era became on top. He made it more watchable.
Nah. See,
CG, my top 5 female WWE wrestlers are, I'm going number 5, Rhea Ripley, number 4, Bayley, 3, Charlotte Flair, 2, Bianca Belair, number 1, Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton is up and coming. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. But, like, I've always liked the Stone Cold segments. Those shit were funny. That's why
Stone Cold was a menace.
He was, but
Nation.
No, but I like that. I like that segment where he goes at Sergeant Slaughter. He says the only orders you're gonna take is getting a whole bunch of cheeseburgers or some shit.
Dubs Nation, I always love when she says it's Tiffy time.
Hey, Awesomeness Sports, how's it going? Oh, so this is Coach Dante's top 5 all time. The Rock, Chris Jericho. Oh, I like this list actually. I think Coach Dante's got a damn good list. I'm not gonna disagree. I think Coach Dante's I like
Cody. Cena's trash. Dante, we not finna go there.
But everybody likes Cena. That's like the Hulk Hogan.
Hey,
like,
CG,
what you gonna do, brother?
What are your top 5 WWE entrance songs?
Oh, dude. Entrance song? Man. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
say
my top are Randy Orton.
You think you're top? What?
Yeah, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, because literally nobody has done what he's done. He's the GOAT.
okay.
Stone Cold, he's a menace to society, but I love him. Shawn Michaels and the Game, Triple H.
Okay, I like that list. You know, if I had to choose my top 5 lists, I like a song that stands out better. Like, I don't know, even though he's not an all-time great, but I love that theme song. Mark Henry, somebody about to get their ass kicked, boom, beat him up, break his neck, break his neck. I've always thought it was like a number one song because he brought intimidation. Like, if you had Mark Henry's theme song, you would want to take that as a song to scare people, right? So that would be like number one. Even though he wasn't an all-time great, but he's a Hall of Famer, I would put it at number one. The Rock's theme song, it's by far the best. You know, if you want to go with Roman Reigns, I don't know. I don't like the recent theme song, but I think if you're going by the best theme song, like you said, Randy Orton, I hear voices. That's always something that stood out. I've always liked Edge's theme song. Edge has the best theme song. If you know me.
On this day.
On this day.
Yeah, that was my jam. Get your hype.
Yeah, and then the one song I like, so this is the last one I like, is this one probably should be consideration is Stone Cold. That's
how you know it was trouble every time he came out.
Everybody knew it was trouble when he came in.
Like, remember when he pushed Mike Tyson? I was like, yo.
He said, I don't give a damn who you are, Mike. He said, I don't care if you're this and that. He says, I'm gonna beat your ass or something.
Disrespectful. Like, disrespectful.
He was rooting for him too. Mike Tyson was rooting for Stone Cold. Oh, I guess Austin agrees on that part. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody doesn't. It's not that nobody cares about John Cena. He just got
nobody cares about John Cena. He was trash. Okay.
In his early years, in his early years, he had a good run as a heel, but he just got born as a face. It was like Hulk Hogan.
That's why I don't like Cody Rhodes, and I think Cody Rhodes is gonna be trash. Why? I'm ready for him to hurry up and lose the title. He already had it a month.
So what do you think? So what do you think of Cody's dad? Do you think he has a good theme song too?
Is the only. Jesse was amazing.
America, it's the common man. That song was kind of funny.
That was it.
No, you never heard of that song? That song's funny.
Yeah, American Dreamer. Yeah.
That shit was funny.
He was all right. I like Roman's entrances. Randy's my favorite, but Roman's entrance is the best. Because he just walked in and then you just acknowledge greatness.
You know which one is probably the most annoying theme song that you guys probably get annoyed the most is Kurt Angle's theme song. You suck. You suck. It's always kind of annoying. But yeah, Brock Lesnar had an okay theme song, but it wasn't something that I liked. Like, that kind of meant business or something. Actually, if Samoa Joe would have stayed in the WWE, I did like his theme song where it had like the Sharks theme song. I don't know what the theme song, but I want to show you the theme song. I thought Samoa Joe had a good theme song before when he left.
I wish they would have kept him.
They should have used him right, but Samoa Joe was good, but they didn't use him right. But in WWE theme song, I thought he had the best theme song.
We may have a potential.
That one was a good one. That meant business. I think that was the best theme song if you would have stuck around longer. When you hear that song, doesn't that kind of mean like you're scared or something when you hear that?
I like the Boogeyman. He was more scarier.
I'm the Boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you. That shit was funny.
Come on, Coach D. You said you was coming on to talk your stuff. Don't be scared, please.
Oh, is he coming on?
He said, hold on. Tell him, don't chicken out now.
Hey,
Okay,
Dub Nation, what are your thoughts on John Cena's entrance on the Time Is Now?
I mean, I bought the CD, so it was kind of boring because I had bought the CD. So
Basic
it kind of,
Thuganomics was my favorite theme song by John Cena. I didn't really care for that one as much.
he should have had Summer Flings as his theme song.
Hey,
That was nice.
ACG, one of my coworkers at work really loved John Cena, and he really loves the Time Is Now entrance song.
Yeah, everybody does. If they're around your age, they like John Cena, bro. Most people liked him because he was like their Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was the same way with John Cena. Everybody had to fall behind him because he was popular. So I might be able to interview Harley Race's son.
Shut the front door.
He's gonna give me some Harley Race stories. You want to know something funny? I heard Hulk Hogan got scared of when Harley Race was coming over to the territory or something. And I guess there was a time that the territory was bought out from what happened with Harley Race's territory. He pointed a gun at Hulk Hogan and told him that I didn't like what you did to the territory. But then he kind of pulled a trigger and said, hey, can you give me a job? And Hulk Hogan kind of almost shit himself. Like nobody's ever scared Hulk Hogan like that. But he had to shake hands with Harley Race and shake hands like, okay, brother, you can get a job, just don't kill me. I heard that was like a funny story. Like, I think nobody ever messes with Hogan like that. But I guess Hogan was so scared of Harley Race, he didn't want to disrespect him, so he kind of gave him a job. He says, that's probably one of the very few people I respect in the business is Harley Race. He scared the shit out of me. I was trying to get out of the bathroom before he was coming to point a gun at me. And I guess the territory was bought out by Vince, and he didn't like that, and he went at Hogan, and I guess Hogan was the only guy to get him a job. So I guess that's a good impression how to get a job back then was to get him to pull leverage on him and say, hey, give me a job, bro. You took away my territory. I need to have a job. Coach Dante, we'll give it some time. If Coach Dante's here for a little bit, we can go for at least 20 or 30 minutes, and then we got to go. Because I got to go help out my lady a little bit. She's going to be heading home in about an hour later. That's a good list that he has because Stone Cold during the Attitude Era was probably the most popular out of everybody. Shawn Michaels, you can say he did have a good run in his early years.
ACG.
What?
Who do you got winning the 2024 King of the Ring match during Friday Night SmackDown? You got Randy Orton or AJ Styles?
Who do I got winning this match for the tournament?
Not my boo. Randy Orton, he ain't winning.
I don't think Randy cares about the King of the Ring. I think they're gonna let AJ Styles win it because he needs more to prove. What's up, Coach Dante?
Oh Lord,
yeah, I told you,
Christ.
you thought I was playing. I was gonna pop in on you. You thought what up, my boy?
We got Mr. Coach Dante from the Houston Texans. I was playing. Hey, we got you from the East Coast.
Dante, don't start your stuff, man.
Yeah, man, I'm with the A-Town Rundown.
Oh, you're not with the ECG no more?
No, I'm with A-Town Rundown and Sports Wave.
Okay, that's good. I thought you were still working with the other Dante.
Well, I do shows with him. Sometimes, but
hey, Coach Dante. Hey, Coach Dante. Thanks for joining the stream.
Always, man. ECG my guy, and Danielle. I mess with Danielle.
Yeah, they call this guy Chardot on the other picture. He's a question teller, man. He'll keep pushing more questions, man. He's probably gonna ask you something about the Texans or wrestling or something, right?
It don't matter, man. I'm all ready for all four.
Hi, Coach D. Hey, boo.
No, you talking all that noise in the chat, don't you?
Hey, that D'Amico Ryans, bro. That D'Amico Ryans is something else.
Oh yeah, man. I like that.
Coach D. What's up?
Hey, that's I like that bald head bastard. That's my head coach. Like
I done told you 4 or 5 times. Don't call my man no bald head bastard, okay? Don't talk about D'Amico around like that.
Hey CJ, I really love your YouTube channel. I love all your content, man. You slay it.
Hey, you watch my wrestling interviews? I do wrestling interviews. I actually got Harley Race's son coming on.
I think you do good on your wrestling interviews, man. You asked some good questions to them.
Yeah, I try to get to the point to these questions.
CG, you like my picture?
Yeah. Is that your husband or your brother or who?
I mean, that dude mean. Y'all don't understand, man. That man so mean to me.
Oh, but he's a protector. He's protecting you.
He
You
is
look
a bully.
you look good in that
He
picture,
protects
Dub
you. He loves
Nation.
you.
You look
Well,
good in
I
that
did
picture,
get
Dub
first.
Nation.
Huh?
I was saying you look good in that picture, Dub Nation.
Thank you. I'm trying to look good next to Thompson Scribe. That's it.
Yeah,
I think the only perks
I got
I
a
got
question.
is meeting
I,
people.
I got a
Oh,
question for you.
Oh, hey,
I
Dante's got a question. Dante's got a
know
question.
that guy. Dub Nation. I know that guy you're taking a photo with. He's
Huh?
Marcus Thompson. He wrote the book. He wrote the book Golden, the book
Oh,
about Steph
Marcus
Curry.
Thompson, that's your brother. Okay,
The book. You know the
Yeah.
that's
book
your
Golden
brother.
by Steph Curry. That's Marcus Thompson in that photo.
Yeah, he wrote
That's the one
Curry.
that covers the athletic beat writers, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wrote Golden.
Yeah.
I
He
bought
wrote
that book
KD Pursuit to be the Greatest, and then he just
just
wrote
because
another one, Dynasty.
You were gonna
because
help me get him on my show.
I'm a big fan
Yo,
of
do
Steph
you
Curry.
know how hard it is to even get a conversation with this man?
It is
I
on.
got.
It
I'm a
is
big
with that man.
Dub Nation. I'm a big fan of Steph Curry. That's why I bought that book Golden because I'm like
Oh,
I
I'm
love
so
him so
sorry.
much that I bought that
Well,
book just because I
her
asked my dad
brother
to
is
buy it for
Marcus
me. I said like,
Thompson.
dude,
Better
my dad, I
record.
love Steph Curry so much. Can you get me that book? And he
Well, you
got it for
gotta,
me,
gotta
and I'm reading
talk.
it.
You gotta
And it
talk to
has so
Marcus
many
Thompson.
photos of
Oh
Steph
wait, he's got
Curry,
so
all
many
his
followers.
highlights, all the stuff in the book. Man, it's a great book, Red. You should read it.
So he
I
must,
did. I had to
It's a really
buy
nice
all
book,
of
man.
them.
It gives you all the life
okay,
story of Steph Curry, where he went to school, college,
okay,
I just
career,
want to say,
everything.
Houston Texans,
okay. But
they
Dante
trash.
wanted to ask a question. He wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah, I got a feeling that
Dante, I swear on everything, you better
it's
not,
not
bro.
who
I
you think
swear.
it's not who you think it is, Danielle. It's not who you think it is, but I want y'all 49. Like what was the feeling when D'Amico Ryans was announcing he was gonna be the next head coach of the Houston Texans? Like how did y'all actually feel like losing him? Knowing go ahead.
I mean, as a 49er fan, I was a little bit disappointed when D'Amico Ryans left the Niners to go for the Texans because I thought he did a great job for our organization. But coaches got to leave for great franchises, and they got to get success over there. So I didn't really disagree with it.
I wasn't surprised by the fact he took the job. You know, it was just a matter of time for him to be a head coach. It was just, if he was going to go to any other team, I just said he's going to have to go to the Texans. But people kept saying, well, look what the Texans did the last 2 years. Do you think they're going to do the same with D'Amico? And I said, D'Amico is one of them, one of them dudes. Oh, let me see if there's somebody in the private.
Hey, Coach Dante, what were your thoughts when you heard that John Taylor got inducted into the Barrier Sports Hall of Fame?
John Taylor.
He played for the 49ers. I don't know what position he was, but he played for the team.
Was he a receiver?
I don't.
John Taylor was a receiver. Yeah,
he was a wide receiver. I didn't really know what position he played, but I was trying to think about it.
Yeah, Danielle, that's what you're missing with, man. I'm telling you, Chardonn's like the king of comedy, man. He's the king of kung fu. And this guy could do a Kung Fu Panda impression too. That's what makes him so funny.
Oh Lord, that movie give me PTSD.
But losing D'Amico
what's your
Ryans,
question, Coach D?
Go ahead, CG. Go ahead.
Losing D'Amico Ryans did hurt our defense because we did take a step down. Let's be honest. We thought Steve Wilkes was going to fix this defense. Nope. But D'Amico could turn around a culture. We just saw what he did with the Texans. The Texans were 2-14 the previous year, and he turned this team into a playoff team just like that.
Yo, don't ask me no question. CG.
Hey, he asked about D'Amico Ryan. Well, Texas got himself a hell of a good coach.
She thought, you know what happened, CG? She thought I was going to talk about Kyle Shanahan, which I was
that's your
joking.
guy.
Yeah, I was joking, though. I was doing that thing. Get up going.
Well, you and Dante sell like
Hey,
Kyle.
SG, do you like Kyle Shanahan?
Not really.
I mean, he's a good coach.
Tell him he's a good coach.
Sometimes
he's a good coach, but can't win the big one.
Sometimes he's questionable. Kyle Shanahan is good at sometimes, but he's bad at other times. So I gotta assess how good he is before I say that he's a good head coach.
He can win you some playoff games, but can't win you
you gotta assess the coach first before you say he's good or not, because he can be questionable at sometimes.
Well, Can I put
Yeah,
it
that
like
nigga
That's
is
what makes
trash.
him. That's what doesn't make
He
him
is
so.
trash. He is
I mean,
a
he's kind of
G.
iffy,
He
right?
is horrible.
Kyle Shanahan's an iffy coach. No, hey, CG, Kyle Shanahan's an iffy coach.
He
He's
is an iffy coach. Okay, questionable. Like, why does he not run the ball in the third quarter? I don't understand that part. How many
Because
times
he's
he freaking passed?
stupid.
He had so many damn leads, and our defense was holding up pretty well.
You know,
Bro,
hey, CG,
when you people
Kyle,
understand that he is the definition of a nepotism baby, then you will
Dub,
never put faith in him ever again in life.
Dub Nation. You
Hey,
know,
the reason why he
Kyle
still has a
Shanahan.
job because he's a Shanahan. That's
Kyle
why.
Shanahan reminds me, in a way, Kyle Shanahan reminds me of Darvin Ham from the Lakers, because he doesn't.
I'll go there.
you say what?
I'll go
No,
there,
Darvin Ham.
bro. You
That's why
got
they fired Darvin
fired.
And
Ham.
Cam
Nah,
won
you
a
ain't trying to lie.
championship.
That's out of
Yes,
line.
they fired
Fired.
Darvin Ham. They fired that guy.
That's out of line though. He ain't no Darvin Ham now. He ain't that. He ain't
No,
Wait,
but
that.
didn't Darvin Ham have a
also, he
championship
goes to the
though?
lineup, and if things are
No.
working, he doesn't go with things that are working. He changes up the
Kyle's more
lineup
like
at the
the
last
Mark
minute.
Jackson, dude. He's more like Mark Jackson. He couldn't win you the big one.
Oh, you mean Kyle Shanahan is more like Mark Jackson?
Yeah,
Like,
look what happened with
I would say-
Mark. They replaced him.
I would say Kyle Shanahan is a very good coach. He's not
Very
a great
good coach.
He's not a great head coach. He's a very good coach.
He's,
but not a
he's
great-
not even very good.
He's
Ooh.
like he's the type of like this is why I say he's very good. He's the type of coach, like you said, he would get you to the Super Bowl, but won't get you over the top. That's what I call a very good head coach. It's kind of like Matthew Stafford. He's a very good player. He's a very good player, but you never consider him as a star type quarterback. You never consider him as a superstar type quarterback. He
Well,
was
Rams
also
fans disagree with
a
that
very
shit.
good. Yeah, well, I think he's a very good quarterback. I think he's a very good quarterback. I
Kyle
don't think
Shanahan is exactly like Jimmy Garoppolo. He's only as good as the team and people around you.
He's
That's
the Jimmy
exactly who he
Garoppolo
is.
of head coach. Good.
so. He's a
Lord.
mid. She said he's a mid head coach. He's not a good head coach.
Oh, you got to go with the Jimmy Garoppolo reference? Good Lord. Did
And
she
that's
just
my
say that
husband.
Kyle's a Jimmy Garoppolo of head coaching?
Yes, because Jimmy had a great team around him. That's why he made it to the Super Bowl. The only reason why Kyle is a good head coach is because he has an all-star team around him. That's why.
And he can't even finish it. That's the problem. He's that
Hey,
one.
Coach Dante, CG Ruthless, and Dub Nation, click the like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm 277 subs away from 500, so I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. So first I need to get to 500, then I'll get to 1,000.
Yeah, you'll get there, man. You just got to keep putting your content out there.
I don't
dude.
know. I'm not making enough content. That's why I'm not getting more subscribers on for my content.
Well, do some more videos. Do some videos. Do some comedy videos. Do some Niner comedy videos, man. Do some impersonation of Kyle Shanahan or other people, dude. Try to do an impersonation of Grant Cohn, bro. That's your buddy. He don't mind you doing some roast comedy with him. Hey, you can make content by doing comedy a little bit. People like a little bit of comedy. Just Danielle says you're pretty funny. You can make a funny video.
Dub Nation, that's a compliment.
Yeah, you're funny.
I've never gotten that compliment before by somebody that says that I'm funny.
Well, why not you do some impersonation of your boy Grant Cohn, and maybe people might like what you got to bring, or do other content creators, bro. Dude, you know that one guy who does videos that kind of critiques a little bit on the content creators, but he claims to not be a content creator, but he is kind of blowing up a little bit.
Is it wrong? Is he Rombo?
No, not Rombo. I want to show you this guy's content. I don't know. He's some Asian guy, but he kind of criticized people. He criticized mostly Niner content creators. I forget his name. What is it? He goes under a different channel name. I'll look it up.
Hey,
He
Dub
always
Nation,
makes clips.
I really like joining TG streams because I feel like part of family here when I join here.
No, I'm trying to look for the guy's video, but he does kind of critique a lot of Niners content creator.
Dub Nation, I was saying when I joined CG Ruthless's streams, I feel like family here when I join because I always like to come in here.
Well, it's because you feel like everybody appreciates you.
He's a cool big brother.
I feel like family here when I come in here.
No, I'm trying to find that one guy. I'm trying to find that one guy that you can probably do exactly.
I like being surrounded by. I like being surrounded by nice people like you, Coach Dante, and Dub Nation.
Thank you. What's up, Danielle? What you want?
Hey, boo, don't you miss Kyle in Houston, Coach D?
No, I got my favorite coach, that bald head bastard over here in Houston.
I told you 16,000 times. Don't talk about my man. Don't call him no bald head bastard.
Yeah, I love D'Amico Ryan. I love that man.
Okay. So there's this guy that you probably should check out, Shardo. This guy's name's called Man Talk Sports. He's like a dude that does a lot of freaking mockery on the content creators. He claims to not be a content creator, but he does videos.
CG, who would be a great replacement for Darvin Ham next season for the Lakers?
I think JJ Redick.
Do you have a name in mind that you like, or do you have like?
I've heard that JJ Redick is going to be the replacement. I think JJ Redick might be good for the job. I wouldn't mind Jason Kidd, but I think he's not qualified right now. Maybe Mark Jackson if he still has it, but I don't think he'll want the job. I would say give us Mark Jackson if he wants the job. Give him the job.
Hey, Coach Dante, what were your thoughts when you heard that Nikola Jokic won his third MVP?
Wasn't mad at him at all. Wasn't mad at it at all. Like I said, he's a great player. That dude is a great player. I'm with mad.
But Nikola Jokic, he hasn't even won a single game. Minnesota, they're up 2-0 in the series. They win 2 more games. The Nuggets are out of the
MVP
series.
doesn't qualify for that in the playoffs. It qualifies after the season.
It doesn't make sense now.
Hey, Shardo, like he said, okay, he said it pretty clear.
Yeah,
it goes by regular season.
It goes by regular season. It's not a playoff. Continue to playoff reward.
That's just how it plays. That's how it plays out, dude.
So it goes by regular season, right? The MVP.
Yeah, it's a regular season award.
Just look at Lamar Jackson, bro. Look at Lamar Jackson. Yeah. Lamar Jackson won MVP in the regular season, but did he get?
Yeah, 2-time MVP. Yep.
But he can't win the big one, so there's a difference. That's exactly how you vote your MVPs.
The only difference, Jokic have won the big one though. He won the big one last year, so.
I can see why he got the MVP consideration because he won last year.
He won last year and he had a great
I think
season.
it should have been OKC, but whatever.
But it's good to hear from you, Dante.
I got robbed.
It's always good to be on your show.
I know it's been a minute since I've seen you.
Hey, CG, I was so pissed off when I heard that Kyle Shannon was one of the nominees for NFL Coach of the Year at the honors, and he didn't win Coach of the Year, NFL Coach of the Year. They gave it to another coach.
That Browns coach, right?
Jim Schwartz from the Browns.
It was Kevin Stefanski.
I
wasn't mad either. I wasn't mad because I
wanted Kyle Shannon to win NFL Coach of the Year.
Kyle did deserve some consideration, but you look at Kevin Stefanski, bro. They went from quarterbacks.
Why did they choose Kevin Stefanski
It could have
for
been
NFL Coach of the Year
Ryans.
over? I'm saying, why did they choose Kevin Stefanski for NFL Coach of the Year over?
Because he turned around a team that had no quarterback, bro. They had a defense.
It was literally their third string quarterback. Literally their fourth or third string quarterback.
How do you you got to admit that's impressive.
That was impressive. Yeah, that's why I wasn't so mad.
Are you talking about with the Falcons?
But if you look at D'Amico Ryans, he could have got consideration too. I mean, how do you turn around a 2-win team to a playoff? I mean, then you got Dan Campbell too. I wouldn't be upset about it.
Wait. So everybody thought Kyle Shanahan should have got Coach of the Year.
I don't think I think he knows how. I think as far as Coach of the Year, maybe the previous year when he had to deal with quarterback injuries, that would have been consideration. But no,
I thought he should have been there.
He wouldn't even got it. He was dealing with quarterback injuries.
I didn't think that was a joke. I was going.
You got to be an actual head coach, not an offensive coordinator to head coach.
You
get what I'm saying? Coach of the Year is an actual head coach.
Can he be qualified as offense coordinator of the year or something?
Yes, he can get that because he's an offensive guru.
What happened, man?
What were your thoughts on Christian McCaffrey winning an NFL Offensive Player of the Year at the NFL honors?
He played at a high level. He deserves it, dude. Like, he was our entire offense that year. I mean, there was discussions between him and Brock Purdy going for NFL MVP, but nobody denied that Christian McCaffrey was the reason why this offense went to the next level. I mean, you can say Ayuk was another discussion, but McCaffrey did it all. Oh, guess his reception went bad, but we can go for a little bit, man, and we can call it a day. And maybe another day we can get you on the show.
Cozy, why you be starting drama, bro?
I didn't say that. I just came on and chilled and have
he came to mess with you.
No, like Yo, you know I had to come on. Then my boy CG was up here with y'all. I was watching y'all stream because I was doing my Rockets podcast at that time too.
Yeah, you gotta send me an invite on one of your shows one of these days, bro. If you need me to go on some Niners stuff, man, let me know.
I got you. I definitely got you. But I definitely open to coming on here and talking some ball too. So
Oh yeah, bro, you're always more than welcome. Yeah. Even you and Steven Rose can come in as those.
Oh yeah, I like that's my guy Steven.
Don't talk about that shit, bro.
He's a funny dude. One thing about Steven Rose that nobody gives him credit for is that dude is the best ranter, freaking video maker. Like, if the Texans mess up so bad, you'll bash him and say that stupid head coach. I like when he kind of goes at Bill O'Brien. That shit was funny. He says that stupid coach, Bill O'Brien. Yeah. Drinks liquor like, oh, you're stupid.
They talking about Kyle Shanahan not a head. He was a head coach. What you mean you're not a head coach?
I would like to imagine what Rose would be like if he had to deal with Kyle Shanahan as a head coach and he had to go under our shoes. Maybe he might have a different opinion about Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, he get red in the face fast too. He does.
Oh man,
he go crazy.
Yeah, we'll definitely figure out something soon. I know Danielle, you probably got some stuff to do. We've been on pretty long, and I gotta go help out my wife a little later. But we can do something next week if you guys want to. Matter of fact, I might need to get you on for the Texans, dude. So You caught me at a good timing. I don't know how we can get a hold of you. Do you want to just inbox me on Twitter about the schedule? We can figure out something. The coming week, I'm looking for a Texan. You can give me some inputs on your Texans or something.
All right, that's a bet. I'm open.
Yeah. We can do something either next week or the following week, whatever you got available.
Got you.
Yeah, we need to break down some Texan football and mix in a little bit. And then you can ask me specific questions about the Niners too if you want to.
I got you. Definitely.
Okay. All right. So we had a good time. So we'll call it a day. Hey, we had a long stream. Danielle had a good time. She wasn't disappointed.
I did. Because CG is awesome.
Thank you, Elba. So that's your brother. That's Marcus Thompson. That's the one that we can't even get on the show.
Bro.
He's a protector.
I'd be surprised if I can get him to text me. So,
but only whenever you get a chance to see him, you just barely see him, huh?
Well, he's coming to Arkansas, so I'll see him. And if he's gonna be down here for like 2 weeks or a month, so I'll bring him on the show with me then.
Yeah, tag him along, but make sure he's like a mystery guy, so nobody thinks that we're doing something illegal on it. But yeah, that'd be cool. We'll work something with your brother. Maybe he'll give us some good insights on other stuff.
Oh yeah, he'll give you the greatest insight on what he thinks of Purdy and the Niners and where he can see us going.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Chardal. Hey, Chardal, we're gonna call it a day, bro. I'm gonna call it a day. But you can say your final prayers and then we're gonna leave.
Hey, CG. Thanks for having me on your YouTube channel. It was an honor. I love everything you do on here. I love all your content. And I wish you the best of luck.
You too, man. Hopefully you get your 500 or 1K subs, man. Just be yourself. Be a comedian, bro. Be a little bit funny. That's what you need to be. We'll call it a day, brother. I'm just gonna have to go.
If you have another show, don't hesitate to have me because if I'm not doing anything, I'd love to come on your show.
It should be on your notification. I don't know where you follow me at, but it should be on notification if you have me notified.
I follow you on YouTube, and I click the bell notification button, so I'll be updated.
You should have it on there. I mean, I don't think I have anything else on except the Niner Sports Talk guy. I'm supposed to do like a show either on Sunday with him.
Hey,
I don't know if you're subscribed to that guy, but he's okay. Drew Curry, you might need to check him out. But understand he's an anti-Grant guy, so you gotta watch out for that guy.
And have a great one.
All right, you too, man.
See ya.
All right, peace, everybody.